Yo, what up, though? We got a big game this weekend, man. The Lions is at the Vikings. And if the Lions win, they win the NFC North, man. And the Vikings is at the crib. And the Vikings go be in all white. The Minnesota Vikings cannot let the Detroit Lions, man, come to Minnesota and beat them boys on their turf to win the NFC North, man. That right there is the no-no. I'm not gonna hold y'all up, but it's gonna be a big task for the Minnesota Vikings, man, with the way our offense been playing and the way our defense looked last week. And we all know the Lions is a good running team. They really healthy. They defense is up and down, but they offense, they run through the offense. If the Detroit Lions run game go off against the Minnesota Vikings, the Vikings will not beat the Lions, man. We can't let Gibbs and Montgomery have a big day on the ground. And the Minnesota Vikings also got to watch that play action pass with Brown. You know, he can go off too on our defense. Then the tight end they got from Minnesota for real in that damn trade with TJ Hawkinson, Laporter, he been putting up some good numbers for the Detroit Lions. But the Detroit Lions ain't never been here before. So it's a good chance they might fall Sunday if the Vikings and if the offense and defense and KOC call a good game plan to beat the Lions, man, we could get them. But we're going to need all hands on deck. Special teams, defense, offense, the water boy, the crowd, everybody. The Minnesota Vikings will need all hands on deck if they want to hold off the Lions Sunday at the crib, man. Because if the Lions win, they win the NFC North. And the Minnesota Vikings after that would just be playing to get into the playoffs. But man, you can't let a divisional rival win a damn division on your home turf. That right there is a big no-no, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't know how they gonna do it. I don't know who gonna do it, but somebody is gonna have to have a big day on offense if we want to beat the Lions, man. Todd Chandler, they're gonna have to show up. The Lions is good against the run, but we still can run the ball with Todd Chandler and help Nick Mullins out with some play action passes, probably a few bootlegs. And JJ gonna be there. He looked at okay last week. Ja should have a big game, but the X factor in this game should be TJ Hawkinson. This right here is the get back game for TJ Hawkinson against the Detroit Lions, man. TJ needs to go off at least a buck something and 2 touchdowns on the team that traded him to a divisional rival, man. The Lions traded you to the Vikings because they feel like you are not an elite tight end and you are not no game changer. But TJ could change that come Sunday. TJ needs to go off against the Detroit Lions, man, and get some fucking payback and some get back on trading me inside the division. How disrespectful was that toward TJ? That right there shows you how they feel about you. They traded you inside the damn division. So you got to show out and show up for the Minnesota Vikings against your former team. I know Nick Mullins ain't no Kirk Cousins, but Nick Mullins played okay against the Bengals. This will be his second game playing as a Minnesota Vikings quarterback. Last week he was a little rusty, but this week he should be way better, man. Because Lion pass defense is horrible. The Lions be letting people put up 30, 40 points and everything else on their defense. So the Minnesota Vikings offense will have to score points if we want to beat the Lions, man. We can't put everything all on the defense to try to hold them to 10 to 13 points, maybe 20. But the Vikings offense will have to score at least about 28 or 31 points if we want to come out with a W on Sunday. I'm not going to hold y'all up. We can't go out there and score no damn 21 points and think we're going to beat the Lions. We need to score borderline 30 points if we want to come away with this W, man. And Jared Goff, he going to throw some people some interceptions, man, if we can slow down that run game. Because at the end of the day, that's what Jared Goff do, man. Because the Lions want to keep the ball out of Jared Goff's hands. And we ain't going to let them do that. We are going to let them throw the football with Jared Goff and stop the run. We'll slow it down. We ain't gonna stop the run. We're gonna slow it down and hopefully get this W, man. Get the Lions, man. Shit, that's all I really could say for real. It's gonna be they're gonna have to bring their A game this week, man. Because if the running game go off, then the tight end go off for the Lions, and Brown get his. This is gonna be a long fucking day for us watching the game on Sunday. But I got a little faith. KOC, no more tush push. That shit dead. I don't want to see that with the damn quarterback, man. The Minnesota Vikings need to come out Sunday and steal this W from the Lions and hold them boy off. And let's see what happened week 18 when the Vikings travel to Detroit and play for the NFC North. Because right there, all the marbles is on week 18. If we beat the Lions Sunday, then beat the Packers, it all come down to week 18, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Who do y'all feel is going to come out with this W?